Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm doing a reading on Lisa Marie, and I'm going to try and emphasize what was the relationship between Lisa Marie and her mother, because there was some contentions about her will. I hope I don't go too much into Priscilla, into her energy. I'm using the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck when I talk about somebody who is past. We'll see if we get some energies from that. Sometimes it might be too soon. You know, it's only been 6 months since she has passed. But I'm getting really strong message to do a reading about Lisa Marie. I wanted to do it about Lisa Marie and her mother, and I couldn't get the read. The cards were kind of all choppy and all over the place. It wasn't making any sense. So then I got the message. It was just Lisa Marie who wants to get the message out. And I think her mother's energy was kind of interfering in that. So I'm just going to go do straight Lisa Marie. I don't know if you can call it a true channeling. I think what happens is that when you're in spirit, you look for anybody who is willing to allow you to communicate. And you have to remember, their space and time is much different than ours. So when they hear their name, when they see their image, they see somebody is willing to let them communicate through them, sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. But sometimes if the spirit is really itching to get a message out, it works quite well. So let's see what is going on today. Let's check into the energy of Lisa Marie Presley. Oh, yeah, very chatty. They jumped out right away. Ace of Wands. So yes, that's telling me that Lisa Marie is here. And yes, she does want to talk. And yes, she has something to say. Something that will, the wands, when you put the wand in the ground, then it turns into a tree. So it's truth that will grow. We got some kind of truth that will grow. Six of Swords in reverse. Lisa Marie can't move on. There's something, I don't know, and I've explained before, when somebody passes and there is such an outcry to keep their energy here. People, when you grieve somebody so badly, you're keeping their energy here. And she cannot move on. She's having difficulties moving on to the next level because she was so loved around the world as Elvis's daughter. There's people who are still, you know, grieving for her. Of course, her family and whatnot, but there's enough, I think the energy over the fighting over the will, that has kept her energy here and has kept her energy stuck. Ooh, King of Swords, yes, it's the law. King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords upright is lawyers, and this wouldn't be her father. Her father was would have been the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yes. She's telling me that, yes, that it is to do with this will, the fighting over the will, the court about the will, that energy is keeping her here. And just watching it and seeing what's going on. Eight of Pentacles, yeah, I think she feels like she was incomplete here. She didn't get to finish something that she was working on. She didn't master something that she was working on. 10 of Cups upright. Her family also, the family love. I think this is her two older children. And of course, it's interesting. It's not her two older children. There's a baby here. I just realized that. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've always thought this was just a big robe. 10 of Cups. This is the family card. I wonder if Riley's going to have a baby. Oh, Riley did have a baby. Oh, that's what it is. Riley did have a baby. Riley does have a child. This is Riley's family. So I think that she felt the will was incomplete. She wished she would have mastered the will. So Riley's family didn't have to go through this. She's more concerned. She's sticking around for Riley and Riley's family. She did not complete this will properly. There was questions about the signature. There was questions about who knew about the will. There was questions about the lawyer that she went to. And she's acknowledging she didn't do the will properly, or the lawyer didn't finish the will properly. The lawyer should have known better to make sure her signature was more clear. The lawyer should have made sure that I's were dotted and T's were crossed, so she didn't have to put her daughter through all of this. So it's her, I've been working with these cards for years, and that's the first time I've seen a baby in an arms. The Hermit upright. Yeah, she wishes she would have picked a better lawyer, because the Hermit can also be the sage, a more learned person. I think she had a really bad luck when she picked people to advise her, managers and lawyers and whatnot. And I think she wishes she would have gone with somebody a little bit smarter. Five of Swords in reverse. She's glad the court case is over, the will thing is over, but it's lose-lose. It's lose-lose. Nobody won, really. Because Riley probably now is her and her grandmother. The twins didn't win. Like, this was, I think Lisa Marie's really kind of upset how all that went down. Ooh, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, she's kind of the cost, that costs lots of money. Knight of Pentacles upright is that you're a little bit more careful with your money. It's slow and steady. You grow your money, and in reverse, it's the loss. It's like where you've put your money is a losing proposition. Yeah, she's kind of upset about that. Ooh, the Magician. I think she is now realizing she was kind of, the Magician in reverse was kind of bamboozled. This guy kind of dazzled her, you know, dazzled her and said, I'm, you know, this great lawyer and this will be really tight. And she's saying no. This guy was kind of a shyster, Six of Wands. I think this almost looks like Riley. She feels like Riley, even though this is male, Riley has the long blonde hair, or sandy colored hair. I think she feels like Riley won. She's really happy Riley won this. Even though there was no winner, she does feel like at least Riley came out on top, and her mother didn't get everything. Page of Cups in reverse. Some surprising bad news. Surprising bad news. Or I wonder if this is the twins, something to do with the twins. Let's see. I wonder if, oh, you know what? I just got this Knight of Pentacles. This is the son she lost. This is the son she lost. And he did, I just got it. It was a shotgun to the head. So here she is. This is her children. This is her children. She's staying here for her children. She's staying here for Riley. You know, sometimes it takes me a while. The cards, all of a sudden, it'll pop in what it is. So this is Riley with her child. This is the son that is no longer here on the earth plane. And then this is the daughter of the twins. So that's what she's trying to tell me. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands in reverse. She's really given bad information. I think this is talking about her mother. She didn't trust her mother. She didn't trust her mother. I think, you know, when you don't trust your mother, because you think she's doing something to you with the Magician here. I think I know what this is trying to tell me. I'm going to read some more cards here. The Fool. I think she's feeling like she just really, it was all a foolish court case. It was foolish how she did the will. So she had to put Riley through this, put her children through this. I think she feels foolish that she was hoodwinked again. I mean, that is just such a bizarre, I mean, how many times do you have to be hoodwinked by managers? Like her dad, if you watch the movie Elvis, he was hoodwinked by his manager. Like, it's almost like some kind of family trait here, to be hoodwinked by lawyers and managers. And she did have a manager that she did sue. And I think this Queen of Wands here, I think this is her mother, but I'm going to keep going. Strength in reverse. Strength in reverse. There was, at a time, she was forced to give up the twins because, and this is coming up, it's bothersome. When she divorced the father of the twins, there was allegations of, I can't say it. There was allegations that he had things on his computer that he shouldn't have of the children. And she was forced. Strength is also the force card. So when it's in reverse, somebody is forcing something against you. She was forced to give up the children for a time until the court case was done, until the truth could come out, because it was tit for tat. And she's talking about that. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, you know what? I've got it. You know what? This is, I'm going to just look at the underlying 7 of Pentacles. This is to do with her mom's involvement in the Scientology. Because we have the Sage and the Magician. The King of Swords is the part there that you get cut out when you leave the church. So this is the Hermit on top of the Magician on top of the Hermit. Somebody who is a sage, who's actually a shyster, is teaching you wrong things, is razzle-dazzling you, is trickster energy. And when you leave the church, you get cut out. You get cut out. And so then with her mom here, and I'm not too sure if her mother left the church or not, but here it is, the 5 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Pentacles, they're outside the church. And the church took a lot of money from them, a lot of money. And it's interesting, I'm talking about, you know, people who they can't trust. And so I'm looking at, this is her and her mother when they left the church. And I think that's when she changed the will so that none of her money would go to the church in case her mother went back to the church. That's what's going on here. So that's why she changed her will. So that her mother wouldn't get her hands on it, so would not go to that church, to the Church of Scientology, which Lisa Marie left. She left it, and I think that's what it was about. She did not want her money to go to that church in case her mother went back to the church. But this was when her and her mother left the church. Maybe she wasn't sure that her mother actually left the church, because that when you do leave Scientology, you're done. You can't talk to anybody else who is a Scientologist. I'm not exactly sure, but I think when her children were taken from her, I think that was her turning point, that she started to get rid of the church. 4 of Cups. Yeah, here we go. She wasn't picking up what they were offering anymore. I think maybe she gave them 3 chances, and they were coming in and trying to come in again. And also, I think this is indicative of her 3 children that are leaving and the one that's in the heavens with her. Yeah, I think this has to do with all the church thing, and she just really wanted to make sure that none of her money went to the church. It went all to her children, because her children are showing up here so strong. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. And I know she had 4 children when she made the will 7 years ago, but this was a plan for her 3 living children. Her 3 living children. And even when you look at this, this is her 1 son in heaven. And the 3 children, a plan for her 3 children on earth, and nothing to do with the church, with them kicked out of the church. Anyways, the underlying here, we'll get to that. This was again talking about managers. These are seeds that you plant that really never really come to harvest. They kind of wither and die on the vine. This is patience and waiting and waiting and waiting. And also she changed the will 7 years ago. And so there, she changed the will 7 years ago. She cut that will off. Because she knew it was no good. She knew the harvest from that will would not bring anything good. This is the 7 of Pentacles in my readings is dead. Like that, just, you planted something, you hope it would grow into something. So she had this trust fund and it really wasn't going anywhere. She didn't want it to go the direction it was going, the direction the harvest was going. So even this has a hoe here. You just chop it off at the roots and you let the fruit rot off. And that's what she did 7 years ago. She changed the direction of her will. She didn't like the way that will would have harvested. The Lovers. I wonder if she had somebody, a secret boyfriend at the end who was advising her what to do. This also could be the twins. This also could be the twins, because the Lovers is a Gemini card, the twins card, and they are, they're fraternal twins. So I wonder if this has something to do with the twins' father. I know there was some issue there, because the twins are now with their natural father. And maybe that has something to do with the trust and something to do with the twins. Page of Wands. Yeah, you're going to hear some kind of news about that. It was something to do with the twins, about how she wanted their money to grow. A message, was she sending a message to I don't see the twins' father here though, but definitely something to do with the twins. Something to do with the twins. I just keep getting that. The way the will wasn't fair to the twins. So she had to do something, and they were probably young when she did the original, and probably married to that fellow, and because she changed it 7 years ago, so they would have been 7 years old. So it's something to do with the twins. Oh, and the clock agrees with me. Oh, 10 of Swords, rock bottom. I think this is, she hit rock bottom with the will. I think this is 7 years ago, and she was done with the church, the Scientology. She picked herself up and dusted herself off and started the healing. She was tired of being backstabbed by that church, and allegedly that church blackmails you. They get something on you, and then they blackmail you until you are drained of money. And she had enough. She had enough. She had enough. 6 of Cups, and this is her past. 6 of Cups upright is siblings. She only had a half brother, and in everything I read, they weren't very close at all. She had a half brother. So this is her past. And I think she wanted to get rid of her past somehow, but why would she do that? Oh, the Empress. And this is her mother, the Empress, in reverse. I think she was really upset with her mother to get them involved in that church to begin with, because it was Priscilla who got them involved in it. And it was like, Mom, I can't do this anymore. You're either coming with me or you aren't. And it looks like Priscilla did. Otherwise, Priscilla wouldn't have been able to talk to her daughter if Priscilla didn't leave the church at the same time. She was really torn between talking to her mother some more, and she was really torn. Really torn. She couldn't decide. It was a very, very hard decision for her. But I think there was a time she did cut off her mother for her to heal. It was a really tough decision. And 3 of Wands, they had to really work on it. They had to really make a plan, and they really had to work on it. And here's the Wheel of Fortune. Here's the Wheel of Fortune, and fortunately things started to turn around for them. And Temperance. There was the, it was not easy. They fought back and forth. They fought back and forth a lot. And the Knight of Cups, somebody, when the Knight of Cups is upright, somebody's bringing you something. It's your knight in shining armor. When it's in reverse, they're taking something from you. They're taking something from you, this Knight of Cups. Yeah, I think she's like, Mom, you took all those years from me. Yeah, there's a lot of healing there that didn't get done about her past. But when she changed the will, it was something to do with the twins and maybe their trust fund and how much they got. And I know there was an argument there about how much goes to the father. So maybe that was a bit of it too. I know the father kind of has his nose in going, well, I'm looking after these kids. I need money. And Riley's the trustee of all the money. So it has something to do with protecting the kids and something to do about her mom not having any access to her money for some reason. And I think it's just because they fought a lot. I think their relationship was really touch and go over the years, really touch and go, and really not as loving as you think it is with the Temperance in reverse. Not as loving and as peaceful as you think it is. The cups are upside down, lots of tears. Lots of tears on both sides. On both sides. And I don't think she was really at peace with her relationship with her mother when she passed away with this Knight of Cups in reverse. I'm getting, and I don't know why, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Yeah. So, you know, that's what I'm getting from her. That she is here for her children. She's here for her children. And everything she planned and did was for her children. And even the one that's up in heaven, the son that's in heaven. So it's the 3, the plan for the 3 on here. And it all goes back to that, the church. The church, I think she blames her mom for a lot of the things that the church brought into their life. Because the Empress is in reverse. This would be the Mother card. Yeah, she wasn't happy with some of the choices that her mom made, which is interesting because if it wasn't for her mom, she wouldn't have the money that she had. Her mom took over the estate when Lisa Marie was in deep drug problems, and her mom took it over, but maybe she didn't like that. Maybe she didn't like that. Maybe it was like, Mom, you should have just let me fall in on my face and maybe I would have picked myself up and made different choices. But she blames her mom for them being involved in that church. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So there it is. That's the Lisa Marie reading I have for now. I don't know if I'm going to do a Priscilla Presley reading because I think we have the answer here. I might do maybe in a Q&A, Priscilla Presley's, how she feels about all of this. But I wanted Lisa Marie to have something to speak about, and she spoke very loud and clear. She's staying here for her children, and eventually she's going to have to move to the next level. But right now, she just wants to make sure they're settled. And and she wants the truth to come out about the rift between her mom, and she realizes she's made really some goofy mistakes in her life. And that's all she wrote. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Don't give it a thumbs down if you didn't like the message, please. Thank you so much for watching, your comments, your subscriptions, your likes. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. Thanks for watching. Take good care. Bye for now.